Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. This is Chef Steven. Today we're making some keto blueberry muffins. Now, I love blueberry muffins, but for some reason I've just been a little obsessed with baking with almond flour, so we're gonna change it up just a little bit. We've got all of our ingredients here. Basically, we're making a dumb cake. You just throw everything in there, mix it up, and you're pretty much done. So let's get started. First things first, we've got 2.5 cups of almond flour in our blue bowl for our blueberry muffins. Next, we're gonna get a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, about 1/3 cup of monk fruit sugar. Now, don't confuse that with monk fish sugar, as autocorrect sometimes likes to do, you know? That'd be kind of weird. Anyways, we're gonna throw this all in there. We're gonna set that aside. We're gonna get a little bit of some kosher salt, sea salt. If you have like one of those smoked salts, for some reason, I think that little bit of extra flavor will be really good. Now, we've got about 3 eggs and a little bit of vanilla I would show you, but here, there you go. It's all gonna fall in there. Nothing wrong with that because it's gonna get all mixed up. Next, a little bit, we've got 1/3 cup of butter and 1/3 cup of almond milk. If you want to use regular milk, that's cool. You could use heavy cream. I would imagine it'd be a lot more dense, but there's really nothing wrong with that. We're gonna mix that all up. Before we add our blueberries, let's get this all mixed up. You can use, and there you go. Now you've got your batter. It's kind of dense, and it's gonna come out really, really delicious because that baking powder is gonna help fluff it all up. Last step, let's get a little bit of some blueberries. Go with about 1/2 cup to maybe about a cup or so, unless you have to have exactly 15 blueberries in every single muffin. That's up to you, but we're going to continue to mix this all up. And then last but not least, we have a muffin pan. Spray it really well with some baking spray, avocado oil spray, olive oil spray, I mean, whatever you really want, you know. Just remember, if you use those more exotic oils, you'll get a little bit of that nuttiness or that fruitiness from whatever you're using. Let's get this going. What you want to do, get a nice little spoon and put a little bit in every single muffin tin. You can line it with your cupcake liners, if you will, but for today's purposes, we're just kind of going through this a little bit quick, because why not? Last step, what we're gonna do is we're also gonna get a little bit of salt as well, just enough to go over the top to complement the sweetness of the blueberries. Next step, we have our oven preheated to 350. We're gonna toss this in for about 20-25 minutes, and then we'll check them after that. All right, it's been about 25 minutes with our muffins. We're gonna do the toothpick test and see if they're done. So a little bit's coming out. You want your toothpick to be clean. We'll throw them back in for another 5 minutes and go from there. All right, so we've been at a total of about 30 minutes. The toothpick test, they're coming out clean. We're gonna let this kind of sit and cool for just a few minutes. We'll put them on a baking rack. Be very careful. This is where putting a little muffin liner will definitely help. So I'm kind of in a little trouble, but we'll get it done. All right, after a little careful planning, we were able to get our muffins out. They tore just a little bit, so use a muffin liner. Let's actually try it. I like it. They're dense just enough, but they're also a little light. They're very flavorful, not too sweet, not very salty, just right. Anyways, I hope you learned something today. Make sure you go to Chef Steven Gonzalez, get a copy of my cookbook, get your grub on. Also follow me on social media. Facebook, Chef Steven Gonzalez, Instagram, Chef Stegons. Regardless, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you next time.